that. On the island she lies in the sun. I could be good for everyone. You greet the morning with a song and be in love all day long. And you harmonize, harmonize. You know the sun be up, say it's time to rise. Harmonize, harmonize, living in my island paradise. Well, my friends, at the end of a long day and the beginning of a long weekend, welcome to a little trip down to our southern neighbors where we get to like juke out just a little bit and learn some of the fundamentals. Let's call them fundamentals. It's better precepts, just the ideas that let us take an ordinary song, that doesn't matter what it is, and give it that down island feel, the calypso beat, the samba, the reggae. What is it? I tell you, the dulcimer is so well suited for doing all that. My name is Robert Force. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Latin rhythms, and I don't actually need all the accoutrement that goes with it. But I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist the costuming. Never miss the opportunity to dress up and be the place that you are. I spent a lot of time in the Caribbean and points south, and played with reggae bands and came out of this sort of kind of culture, and stepped into a culture that was running backwards. It's like, remember those old movies where you watch the wagon wheel, and the more you look at it, it looks like the wagon wheel is going backwards, even though the whole thing is going forward. And that's kind of what Latin music does. So I gave you just a mess of handouts. I'm going to use little pieces out of each of these handouts to sort of illustrate different aspects of how we understand and get to understand the offbeat, okay? And probably nothing is more offbeat than me. Anyway, understanding the offbeat. We're going to start with this concept. If a circle is 360 degrees and people are going, used to live in the country and now I live in, they're playing on the 1 and the 180. That means there are 358 other places to find your way into that song. Used to tap, but did it, you find these different spots where you can illuminate the tune, and so with that idea in mind, I'm going to play a little bit of Boil Them Cabbage Down for you. I used to tell people, don't ever tell the promoters that I had you in my class and then taught you Boil Them Cabbage Down. But it's a good place to start. But before I get to that, the one thing that we have to learn about the concept of the offbeat and syncopation is that it is accents, like listening to words that are pronounced on a different syllable. We're accenting a different place. It's not syllable, it's syllable. Da 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 da. So, listen. Well, boil the cabbage down, boys. Boil the cabbage around, boys. The only song I can sing is boiling cabbage down. Well, in my nice Jamaican town, we also boil those cabbage down. But to this very most excellent dish, we also add a little fish. Cha-cha, okay, so the idea is that the lilt or the approach to a song, if you dial in a few principles, can take you to the offbeat. And to get you to that offbeat, we're actually going to start with an American folk tune written by Norman Blake. So if you'll pull out your notes and take a look at that tune, Slow Train, it's because Slow Train teaches you how to get to the offbeat. Because I wanted, when I took Norman's song and I wanted to turn it into a train song, I needed to, and so it's a good transition for us to take a look at that tune and find that offbeat. So the offbeat of Slow Train started. I'm hammering on, and it teaches me to step off on that other foot. So here we go. Listen to this for a second. And that's all I want to give you out of this tune. The rest is a folk tune, and it's got all kinds of stuff. But it's this idea of do it again and a little bit over. The other thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to throw a whole lot of stuff at you, and then we're going to just close those pages and just get on with something else, is the idea of being descant to the rhythm. Okay, and you can find this example on the last page of Reuben's Train. So on the last page of Reuben's Train, that second to the last stanza there is one of the few times, I was young, I had nothing to do, life was full, where I wrote out the actual things. And so the reason I refer to us here is so that you can see in the context of American folk tune. But it was going along, and he got himself a train, and he put it on the track, and the whistle blew, and everybody had all this stuff going on. But, it built, da-da-dee-da-da, and I wanted some other way to get to the back of the song. So you'll see in that stanza is written da-do-dee-do-da-do-dee-da-do-da, da-do-dee-do-da-dee-do-dee-do-da. So the first thing that we talked about is the vamp. Vamp is very important. Okay. The second thing is what goes counter to the rhythm, abandons the 1-3, but stays in the context of it. Da do dee do da da do da. So it sounds like this. Been a while since I played this one. I'll do it slower. And it's oh me, oh my. So I'm going to shut up for a little bit and just take that stanza. It goes dee da do da dee da da do do dee, and you can read it off there and just hear it. It's like, oh, and you got Reuben got himself a train and he put it on the track. You can hear the whistle blow 500 miles. And he got it on that track and he's never going back. Dee-da-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here it comes. And it's oh me, oh my, ba-do-dee-do-da-do-dee-do-da. I'll do it the irregular way. And it's oh me, oh my, Reuben, where you been so long? Reuben, where you been so long? Okay, so once again, it's hearing the fact that between the ba do dee da 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 do dee, there's this other stuff going da do da dee ba do da dee da da do da da dee da do da da. Okay, so as a written example of something that you can look at regardless of where you are in your musical playing or your understanding or your introduction to a Latin rhythm type experience, you can see this and say, okay, here is a counter to the rhythm or an offbeat piece that is written that goes against it. And you can say, oh, I see what he's doing there. I'm not asking that you necessarily learn it, but I'm asking that you hear it in the context of the type of stuff that we're about to apply ourselves to. I actually made notes for myself to make sure that I'm going to stay on what I want to stay on. So I think the easiest thing to get going is understanding both the vamp and the lead possibilities that are in the samba. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that tune, Salvador, Bahia. Salvador Bahia is the name of a small town on the south coast, I think a little bit west of Rio. Anyway, my friend and partner for many years was very taken with this rhythm, and we used to have so much fun with it because while one of us was going the samba. So the samba is nothing more than the vamp, and the vamp is 4/7, 4/7, 3/6, 3/6. So it sounds like this. Okay, that's easy, but what makes it work is you have to remember samba is the folk music of Brazil. So you've got 20, 30 people, somebody's on break drum going ding 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 ding. Somebody's on the castanets going chich chich chich. Somebody's on the surdo whistle going. You got the big bass drum going boom 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 boom. So something is down there always holding that beat. Boom bah boom bah. And all above it, everybody going da 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 da. Okay, and Salvador Bahia, this tune with the 4/7 vamp. So listen to it, and then we're going to get into it a little bit together. Woo-hoo! So the idea is that once again, in terms of hearing, is you can feel that da do da dee da do da dee, but then you've got that lead line, ba da dee da da do da do da da, and really the only reason I include it is because once again I wrote it out. Okay, and when you take something and it's written out, you can say, oh, he went da dee da da do da do dee da do da do da dee da da do da da da. Okay, it's like a circuitous statement around it. So just for the fun of it, let's try a little bit of that samba again. 7 7 7 7 7 3 6 6 6 4 7 4 7 7 7 3 6 6 6 Woohoo! 4 7 4 7 7 7 3 6 6 6 You guys are doing this, and I will play the lead on top. You are doing this, and I will play the lead on top. Try your own lead. I'll hold the middle. You got to remember the samba band always goes through here, and then they turn the corner, and you hear in the distance. So I'm just simply muting it. I'm laying that part of my hand down on the string, so as I fade it out, I don't have to necessarily play softer, because they're not playing softer, they're just fading in the distance. So the infectious nature of the samba, and I don't really find that I use the samba so much as more of a teaching example. I find I'm more at home in the calypso and reggae department, because those things to me, in the end, I'm an American folk singer. I like songs with a little bit of structure, and just got structure, and it's fun to play. And it's, boy, you get out there and get the wild yah-yahs out, and there's nothing about it that isn't just wonderful. But for me, I do like to hang my songs on a form, like Yellow Bird up high in banana tree. How do you get that lilt? How do you keep that lilt? So I'm gonna let's see, where am I at here? Okay, so we did slug. Let's talk about the one I opened up when I had my samba, my Jimmy Buffett attitude going. Changes in latitude, changes in attitude, and that is Paradise Boy. Now, what I like about Paradise Boy is that, mind you, these are all my tunes. So what I like about it is that I was able to take a very strange experience and turn it into a song and save my soul just a tiny bit. And my marriage. So this uses the concept of the seventh, and this gives me a chance to talk to you about the construction of songs. And the way I look at a song is that I look at a tone like an English sentence. Okay, you're 1, you're 3, you're 5, and you're 8. They're nouns, they're places, they're rocks, they exist. The 2 And the 6, 2, 4, 6, they're adjectives, okay? But the 7s and sometimes the 2s themselves are conjunctions. And the conjunction is like when you're talking to a sentence like, oh, Billy and Joe and I, we had this great big rock, and then when Sally grabbed it, the rest of us, I mean, and you know, it's like we will wait forever for you to choke out whatever Sally was going to do with that rock. But it's that leading tone, the tone that says but. So I'm going to show you that leading tone, and it is so fun because you can hang on that tone forever, and you can tell your life story. If you're in Congress, you could read the entire phone book to the 7th tone that is in a calypso song. Okay, so for this one, for Paradise Boy, and that one you might need your notes just to look at the fingering of it. Paradise Boy is going to start off with your a basic D chord where we've inverted the root. So instead of playing D 2 3 4, we're going to play the D with the root inverted. So we're basically doing a 4 3 2. Okay, so we're 4 3 2. Okay, ready for the fun stuff? Take your bass string and just keep a hold of it. But these last 2 fingers back here, what you want to do is you want to reverse the strings. Do, 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 do. It sounds like this. Ba do ba bum bum ba dee do do da da do da do da 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 do ba do da do da dee do da do da. Then we're going to slide that down to a 3 0 1. 3 0 1. There is your 7th. Your 7th's going, anything can happen, I don't know what did Sally do with that rock? I don't know, I really don't care, as long as he doesn't touch my hair. You know, so, and you'll find this a lot, and the real torch singers, the ones that can milk that moment, and that's where that moment is found. Because we're going to hold on to it, hold on to it, hold on to it, and then we're going to resolve with a simple 1 2 1 2 on the bass string. So I'm going to put that sequence together for you, and then we'll practice it. Just so they say, will you learn this song or not? It doesn't make any difference. It's like a lot of American folk tunes. You know, you got a basic set of chords. And you can put 10,000 songs into those 3 chords. Okay, and you can put 10,000 songs into these 3 chords too. Like so. Here we go. Bum ba da. Bum ba da dum ba da da. Bum ba da bum bum ba da. Oh, I better get that. D da da. A7 D D D. A7, D, 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 A7, slide to the other A7th and hold it until you want to resolve. So very simple, you only have 3 chord positions. You got D, reverse the back fingers, D, reverse, go back, D, reverse, again, D, reverse, slide down to a 301, finish with 1 2. One more time. Bum ba da do dee, ba-da-bum, ba-da-do-dum, bum, ba-do-do-dee, ba-ba-dee-da-dee-dee-dee-da-da-dee-dee-dee-da-da-da-da-da. More time. Bump, dee dum, bump, ba-doo, bump, slide down, bump, ba-doo, back to the D, reverse, bump, slide down, and hold it on till you end. Okay, so then the next thing is what you're doing. I keep looking over here because I see all your faces here. I know the camera's here, so all my videos are going to be staring off to the side of the screen. I wish I had you up on the top. If I knew how to do that, I would. But yeah, I get to see you over here anyway. So it's these weird little things you can do with your pick, like how you drag the pick. That's a down, up, I'm doing this with the pick. That's kind of like a reggae technique. And you hear ding, they add this little interior staccato-ness. Boom, 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 and boom, oh, the island, she lies in the sun. That's up to a G now. And goes to the the D, to a G. And then here's the cool thing, back down to an A7. So, you always have that implied piece. So we're going to, oh, the island D lies G, A7, and then the D. So you have a close to there. We got a D and a G, A7, that first one we learned, and back to the G. D, sorry. We got D, G, A7, and D. We got D and G, two A7s in a row. A7, A7, and 1. Actually, it's a 2, but 1 meaning the 1 beat. And back to the root tone. Root tone doesn't sound as musical. Back to the 1, which ironically falls on the 2. Okay, one more time on that, then we'll move on to a different topic as we kind of explore the lilt and feeling you can get out of these type tunes. We got D, 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 G, A7, and D. We do that D again, and the G, 2 A7s. Ba-da-do, ba-da-dee, ba-da-do. And you'll notice that there's a jump in it. Ba-da-do, 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 ba-da-do. We want to jump our way through, and instead of going na 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 na, we're gonna hop through that. Okay, here we go. Hop. We got D and G, A7, and the D. Hold that D. Go back to the G. Play that A7. Slide down. And back to the D. Oh, the island, she lies in the sun. Life would be good for everyone to greet the morning with a song. Be in love all day long. Now you stay at the bottom. Harmonize, harmonize. The sun be up, say it's time to rise. Harmonize, harmonize. Living in my island. Oh, we want to live there a long time. Paradise. And the rest of the song is about my unfortunate encounter with the American commercialism of developing that beautiful island. And, so you look at the era and the ilk of it. So we're talking the early 70s, that, young man going out in the world and seeing iniquities, and got to get him into his folk songs, all about that. Yeah, so yes, they were building an airport on the Western Shore and flying the tourists by the score. Hey, that rhymes. Uh, but one of my friends here is a sailor, and he just loves this verse. I'm going to sing this other verse, and we'll move on to something else about. In the early days, we say it used to be, and reefer grows wild on the shore. Okay, so now that's no longer a forbidden topic, but there was for a while we were saying no condominiums on the shore. It basically boils down to the same thing. And like all of us as musicians, you have to choose the sensibility of your audience and the times. But as a young man himself and a Vietnam vet who got himself a boat and went down island where they don't promote, and to him it speaks volumes that that's where he is. So let's just do that one first. So, oh, the island she lies. Okay, we'll do. Okay. Oh, the wind she takes us far away to a lovely island, Crystal Bay. Be lots of fruit and fish and more, and reefer grows wild on the shore. And we harmonize, harmonize. You know the sun be up, say it's time to rise. Harmonize, harmonize. Living in my island paradise. Oh, the island, she lies in the sun. Life will be good for everyone. You greet the morning with a song. Be in love all day long. And you harmonize, harmonize. You know the sun be up, say it's time to rise. Harmonize, harmonize. Living in my island paradise. So what I want to leave you with this, I mean, the tune's wonderful. I think it still communicates what I wanted to say. And sometimes most people aren't listening to the tune. They just want to hear the chorus. We're all harmonizing. We're all hanging out. The island's in the sun. Everything's warm. Who cares how we actually got there? So is that concept of how using that seventh tone or the A7 tone, like in the tune we did previously, bum, bum, and here comes the seventh, bum, bum, that seventh tone, that seventh tone. So what are you gonna do when you do bum, 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 when that? So this is just another use of that seventh tone in more of a chordal structure. So learning that seventh tone, you'll have a lot of fun with it. You know, to take that standard, well, it's basically reverse D. So because you're starting on the root tone instead of this D, doesn't sound as good as. Okay, so the seventh tone is a haven't told this story in a while, so I have to tell it. It'll be quick. No long. A number of years ago, we put on this festival we still have for 50 years called the Kindred Gathering. And this one Kindred Gathering was a place called Brighton Bush Hot Springs. And it was in the middle of the summer. And down below was a small river. So maybe it's about 30 or 40 feet across. But since it's summertime, and this actually is a relevant story, since it's summertime, the water's down low. And I'm down there with my friends, and we've been up there, we've been playing music and all that bit. But I got down to that river, and the river, all the water was only maybe 6, 8, 10 inches deep by now. And so all the rocks were exposed. And there were big white rocks, and there were small black rocks, and there were weird green rocks, you know. And so I just said to him, I could look down the river at that pattern that was there, and I said, I can run down that river. And 3 or 4 other people said, we can too. So talking about the follies of youth, nobody did break a leg. Spoiler alert, nobody broke a leg and nobody fell in. And so we literally started running down the river. And you think about it, that's what music is. You get that thing going, boom, here's the melody, here's the whatever, here's the rhythm, and you're going to have to run down that river. But as you're running down that river, as you commit a flat rock, I mean, first of all, you can't stop because there's 3 or 4 other people coming behind you. You can only look at the pattern of what it is you see. I can make this, I can make this, I can make that, okay? And flat rock, you can pause for a second and then change your direction. And as you change your direction, you're still going forward. You're still in that forward motion of that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, but you have to like commit to what it is you're seeing. And that seventh in this case is the tentative rock. You can't be there long, because it's green. That means it's covered with moss. It's slippery. You can touch it with your toe and gain a little bit of balance as you jump off in another direction. And so I leave you with, I give you this analogy that the idea about the large flat rock, the safe spot, you can make your decision, and your 5s give you that, and your 8s give you that, and your root tone, your tones give you that. The other ones, you're just dancing your way, da da da, dee, boo, da, dee 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 dee, da, do, da, as you going down the river, committing just the right amount of time to the right size rock as you go. And that's what this whole that's what that the freedom that you get inside something like the samba or the calypso. So as you're out there, buzzing along with people and playing your tunes, and you think, okay, I can put my weight on this note for a little bit longer than I can put my weight on another note. Or in my case, I can roll up the rug underneath me and then fall down if I don't. Okay, so I want to take another tune here, and I'm actually going to teach a whole workshop on it later, but it certainly belongs in this iteration of what we're doing, and that's the Sloop John B. Because the Sloop John B has been in a lot of the versions has had the sort of the calypso Bahamian element taken out of it, and it is a true, actual Bahamian folk tune. So the Kingston trio type of on the Sloop John B, my grandfather. It's like no. That works. It's a great song. It tells a story. They all got drunk. And they had to go to jail and all that stuff. But the lilt that I want to show you now is this pickup that you don't need to put into the song, but if you put into the song, it comes from, once again, understanding the big flat rock concept, and this descant, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Okay? So we got okay. So what I'm doing is I'm playing this in G. I believe your notes will contain that. So I'm playing it in G, and I'm jumping up to a C. And I'm just basically playing the song, but the part that makes the bridge work is Sherry Stone, that bad guy comes in with a Stone, and you can throw that in, and you've got the musical Snidely Whiplash coming on stage here. So we've got here comes Babu Boom, Babu Boom, we're going G, C, G, G, C, G, G, C, G, G, and D, and I can't say it fast enough to get you down there, but no. So I'll play it. I see some of you are following along, so here we go. staccato. Okay, now I'm going to teach you triple time. Triple time is and that sound is just a so. Here we go. So that hold that C and just gallop there for a bit. It's not much to see because these video things are about that.
Sorry, can I ask a question? How are you doing those triplets, or how are you doing it with your hand when you're doing it really fast? Like the
Okay, so what's going on with my right hand when that's happening?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I'm wondering what's happening to your right hand when you're going da 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 da.
Okay, dum da dee da da dee da da dee da. I'll try to slow it down. So when you put it together, it's okay. So it's really hard to say. Just you got to hear it and tell your hand that's what I want to hear, and hopefully you'll get there at one point. And meanwhile, on the left hand, what the left hand is doing to enhance the effect is lifting up on the strings and going back down on the strings. So you're getting a second staccato. You got the staccato, and the other one going yes.
Okay.
Okay. So like.
That's just like kick.
See, this hand, you can watch, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Pay no attention to this hand and just watch what's going on over here. I'm actually lifting up. Let's see, how's this? Okay, so that hand is creating a second staccato beat inside everything that's happening, because that's galloping by going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, while this other one, and that gives you that descant of how one note is playing one hand's going and the other one's going and together you get and that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but once again, these kind of techniques slowly find their way into your repertoire as the need comes. I think I have to admit that most of my success with music has come from being bored. I want something else. I want something different. I want something new, and so I'm clearly aware that most of the time, as it should be, you're entertaining yourself, you're educating yourself, you're listening, to the things that you can do. Okay, let's see if I can have in something else in here. So, just for the fun of it, now you've heard all this other stuff. Let's go back to Slow Train and see. Okay, in the context of an American folk tune, we can have that da 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 jump in, that what I call the double Dutch, and that's the double Dutch uh, uh, hopscotch, not hopscotch, jump rope. Okay, because in single, what we're doing with most folk knows it's a single, right? It's been a long time since I've jump rope, but I sure remember that you jump and you jump and you jump and you jump. But on double Dutch, when you have two, oops, hello, when you have, I shouldn't be watching my hands but you have two strings going each in direction. So that means that you've got to go ta-ta-ta. You know, and you've got that little hop to give you the time, because you can't just hop from one foot to the other foot to catch the double. You have that little pattern that you have to keep going, that little dance, that when that thing comes around, and you're not watching it either. That's the thing. You're not watching the rope. You're just watching your feet. And then the really super people, they got a song. And if you think about those jump rope songs, it's like, wow, that's a complicated rhythm where your feet are doing one thing and your song's doing the other, and the rope's going around, and they're in there for 20 minutes. And then two people go in. You know, it's like, wow, okay. So these kind of real life analogies, you know, certainly informed me my whole life, because I'll find something and I'll look back, well, where else did I have seen that? And this is one of those places. Okay, so it's back to Slow Train for a brief interlude here. Hang on. Okay, back to Slow Train for the brief interlude. The tune goes. Got that reminiscence of the okay, but we're gonna find the descant part into it too. There's the okay, now that and we're going to throw in the descant. So I'll go back to the top and I'll see if I can talk through it. We got the amp going in.
Excuse me.
We got the descant where we're going where we hop back down through the melody.
Excuse me. Where are you starting? I'm seeing a bar 3 here. I'm not seeing it where you're playing it.
Bar 3 is open, and you come up to the 3. So your first note is open. You're starting on the 3, but Quentin Stevens wrote that out, so I'm not sure he knew how to stick the rest of it. So strum open, bar 1, slide 2, hit 3, strum 3. Bar open, ba-doom. Try to hear this then. So basically, I'm getting that tone by hitting it hard and then keeping the ringing of the strings by rolling up to it. And he just has you starting, but we are calypsifying it. So, D, C, D, G, G modal, G modal. Now, what I'm calling G modal is that we got a regular G, which is our 3-3-5, and G modal is just 3-3-3, and just down, do da do da dee do do, and it gives us the lilt that we want. Excuse me for a second. Wow. Okay. Ba da do ba ba do da do da do da do do do. Ba 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 do 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 da do 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 do. Bum ba do 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 bum ba do do ba do 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 do. Here it comes. Bum 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 ba da ba da ba da. G D E minor and G D G. And I know that part's written down, but it gets that idea that you hop back into the end of it. You had that staccato thing like we did when we were looking at Reuben's train. Da, 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 da. And so to make the song hang together, we bring that train rhythm back. And what I'm also doing on that train rhythm is I'm not just playing it, I'm chuffing it, cha, choo, cha, cha, choo, cha, cha, choo, cha, because I want that train to come through. So one more time on that. Remember, we're opening up and we're sliding down, and then we're hitting the 3 again. So here we go. Again. Here we go. D, G, C, G, D, and G modal, and G modal, and C, 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 G. Here comes the jump. And I'll sing it out so you get an idea. Everybody get on board. Here comes that slow train to Georgia. Okay, here we go. Down by the city bridge, cold gondolas roll, hauling down from Birmingham, got dirty, house like coal. The Lockwood left there to move me on to summer in or dry. But just like the circle says, Southern serves the South. Hard luck, trouble, Lord, you know I've had me some. Getting older every day, just another weather bum. Let me tell all you good people here, it's just about time to jump. Go train to Georgia, and these are worrying mine. And then you get to do this vamp part. 40 miles an hour low, rolling down the line. Greasy rails, midnight trains, long deep Georgia fine. Anyway, that sunshine falls, that's where I wanna be. Let that sunshine, something special, roll me to the sea. Okay, I wanted to say something because I would notice myself doing it on the video, and in other classes I've mentioned it. When I'm holding a chord down, you'll notice that my fingers are often doing this, because rather than just staying on that same D chord, I'm taking the root and making the root, bounce in and out. I'm taking the 5th and making it bounce in and out. I'm taking the 3rd every now. I'm not doing them all at once. If I'm doing it all at once, I got the chuff, but and it just adds a little subtle variation, like what's he doing in there? And also, I call it finger yoga. It's that you're not squeezing the whole thing all the time. You're hold, release, move, release. Because sometimes, especially at these festivals and so on, a person gets going, and they by the 3rd day, they need a sling, because they've been grabbing onto stuff so tightly, and so that one little bum, and that's the same thing you learned when we did the Paradise Boy, because it's that hop. I'll get that up there. Okay, so that itata, itata, itata. So I guess the summation of it, of all of this, is that as we apply these other cultural artifacts, we may not be going out there and deciding we're going to go learn Yellow Bird. You may add 2 or 3 of those things to your repertoire. But what you're going to find out is that you can add these elements into the tunes that you normally do, and find out, instead of everything going, like you got this other stuff. Remember, boil them cabbage down. Boil them cabbage round, boy. So anyway, so the idea is you can take any of those types of tunes, and just by accelerating the disc to the 90-degree mark, and you're playing that song just a little bit out of phrase. And I think my best visual for that is when you're getting in when you're getting into that double Dutch, it's like this. And when you go in, first thing you have to do is use da rupata. Otherwise, you're out of the circle and the rope stops. So this part is us following the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 beat. There's the beat. It's going around. It's steady. And as we follow that beat, when we get ready to go and when we jump in, the first thing we do is, and that's why I use the slow train. Da da dum ba dee da 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 ba da da dee da 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 da. It's just you get that piece, so that staccato leap in turns the brain to that part that says, oh, now that I'm out here, I've got all this other stuff that I could be doing, in terms of beat, in terms of which parts of the song you accent, and so forth. Let's see if I have anything else in my notes here that I really want to get to right now. I did put Love is a Disease, only because I did. It's basically a calypso. But I haven't played it for so long, I'll probably end up sounding exactly like all the other stuff I've been playing. Love is a disease, and you'll catch it in the end. And just when you think it's over, it starts back up again. You may be crying, hurt and lonely, abandoned in a foreign da-da-dee-da-do-do-do-da-da-da. Okay, that's one last aspect. Monotone. Please, 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 please. Stay away from monotone. People don't talk like this. I mean, some people do, and it just goes on. There's no inflection. There really is no break between what they're doing, and a lot of people play music that same way. But people go in like, well, I was taking this class with Bob Force, and all of a sudden, first we were doing like sambas, and the next thing was like calypso, and then did this weird thing with what was it? See, what was happening there is that conversation. It went, it stopped, it got excited, it went with thoughtful, and basically it followed that descant, counter to the song, but still inside the song. So that counter rhythm, that those 258 other places to be in this circle of stuff that's going around is much more a true picture of how it is we actually communicate. And I think that one of our jobs as musicians is to bring conversation, to our music, to our instruments. And so therefore, when you get to those spots and you're doing lead lines and improvisations and things, remember that no notes are as eloquent as some notes. And the silences that we find around us in our lives, and the silences of our conversations, and the onslaught rush of our grandchildren's yammering, these bursts and flurries are truly what we want to bring to our music, and to perfect that art of conversation. So, except for questions, I really have nothing more for you, except double Dutch, those flat rocks down that river. Remember, you're putting your weight in different places, and you're still inside. You don't get out of this. You know, that's always there. But where you choose to dwell, and that's the part where you will find increasing liberation of your music, of your personal sound, and the types of tunes you decide to take on. And gee, folks, that's what I've got for you. I do think we have a few minutes for questions if there are any. Actually, we don't. So I hopefully will see some of you a little later on in the festival, and until then, this is Caribbean Bob saying thanks for coming to my Dulcimer Latin workshop. Bye, y'all.
Great class. Thank you.
And I will be sending out these recordings for the people that want them or need them. That's why I'll always have this strange thing where a person's looking up to the top of the screen and figuring out he should actually stop the recording. Okay, bye.